Alright, here's my recording for May 30th. And let's look at these news events first. Here's 9 a.m. We got some, generally stuff that's where there's low volatility expected. Then at 9 and 10 a.m. there was we had this consumer confidence, high volatility expected, and we had this whatever these things are. And that's the news. And then in here, my trades just were, they just didn't work out today. And it, like usual, just leaves me wondering what the hell I'm doing. And we saw this earlier and, made a bunch of bad trades thinking there was a turnaround. And I got in here and a little bit below here, and that was not the case. And so it was just made some trades that were no good, and then I had to deal with a bunch of other stuff, so forgot what time it was. So by 8 I was done, 8 a.m. Pacific. And the only real good move is to just go short, and then somewhere within this it started to turn to mean reversion. See, I drew this rectangle right here. And, I was looking, there's your NVPOC there at 4206. And, here's I could even stretch this thing down to here. We've got this little cluster right here. Scenario of about, 6 points. So we got this little balance right here, and there's an NVPOC right there. And it went in there, and there's not much volume in it, and then it turned around and came back to this VPOC. That's an NVPOC to a VPOC. And then there was some other VPOC, which is what this line is from somewhere further back. And I'll go to Bookmap here. Try to make these videos shorter. So I get kind of burned out when I gotta make a longer video. Okay, so here's just some of these are dumb. There's my label. I'm going, what am I looking at? Is this going up? It's stupid. It's stupid. The trend is short, it's short, and that's it. So this one was short, and then I went, oh well, here's the overnight low. We don't have a IB yet, so okay, does this look like it's going long? Look, there's, I filled some liquidity there. It looks like they pulled a bunch, and then it came down, and then it was starting to lose selling power there, running out of sell stops, and I found hit that overnight low. Maybe we don't have a sign here saying there's more volume than right here at this VPOC. So At that point, I figured, well, maybe there's a chance of this going up, but it could be too ambitious. You got multiple things in the way. You got that previous close. You got mid VWAP, and you got this. You got all this stuff in the way. So it's just a bunch of stuff that could take me out, and then and then it looked like the buyers were not going back up here, so I got out. So I just long here, scaled, and got out. I did a bunch of other stupid ones afterwards. Yeah, so see this one I was just talking about. See, it went. There's the scale. There's where I got out, and it did go back down a lot. So my stop still would have been there. So I'd still have a good buffer, even if I did move it up to here. It'd still have a buffer. And holding at that structure, that could be another entry. And then we had these targets up here, so I was somewhat on the right page, I guess. And then see, there's some other stupid ones I did where I just threw money down the toilet. On Sim, at least I'm smart enough to not do this with real money. That would be that'd be really dumb. Be looking for a nice place to set up a tent. And look there, went long here, got stopped here. At this point, I was just kind of screwing around. I'm just getting pissed off because I suck so bad. And what the hell is this? I don't even know what that is anymore. And I kept, at this point, I'm just losing it. These are garbage. I'm still making daily folders here so I can try to track what I did. I mean, this whole trading thing's just, I don't know what the hell I'm doing anymore. I don't know when the right time to just pull the plug is and try to find some other way to make a living. Getting pretty burned out with this stuff and just not really improving much at all. So what was down here? 4,200. That was something going on there previously. I gotta zoom out. There was something about 4,200. I guess that was what was going on with 4,200 anyway. I think it was something like I can do something like this or whatever. No, then you got 4,205 as the. Okay, I guess that wasn't it. We've got this. It's kind of then this whole thing, and that's some kind of VPOC coming from wherever, further back. So yeah, just this doesn't go back that far. It only goes back a year, and then the volume gets all choppy. It's disappointing. It doesn't go back very far. I'm trying to save money right now with my charts. Um, hell is so 4205. It had something to do with that, like a potential support resistance. Well, let's see what happens if I move this thing over. No, that's like the end of that balance, kind of. Came back here, and that kind of showing it going back up, and uh, yeah, so 4,200. Well, if you got 4,200, it's kind of, this is all kind of a high volume area here. You got clusters of there's some high volume there, and there's another little one, another high volume. You can see a kind of tested right around where all this high volume is, kind of sat on top, and then it came back up to where the VPOC is now. If I can find it. Yeah, so where is it? It's figure out what the thing is. Okay, there the 4220. 4220. Where the volume's at. Yeah, so that's this was support for this. There's a night and a day, and then here that was ended up being resistance. It came back up and came back here, and didn't want to stay there, so came back down and so anything telling me why would 4,200 be a place that it would turn around at? Anything further back telling me, well, it's getting into this, so it's testing a bunch of high volume, and look at how much it goes back and forth for 2 days and 2 nights here. And then we had this from another day, and it's coming back, and it's going, is this on sale now? This was too expensive. They're going, we're not buying it here. This was apparently on sale for the moment. And then it came back here, and it's a bunch of back and forth that can't tell. Participants are trying to figure out which one's the fair price, and it's somewhere. This is where it kind of turns to mean reversion right here, and it's just a bunch of ping pong for that last hour and a half, whatever. And that's about what you got. And so that's really your choice move of the day. And then it's went from 4,200 in that box, up to back up to the VPOC, So I think, like I said, it's You know, 4206, you got that NVPOC and it went down. You know, and then there's a bunch of high volume and stuff at 4200, and then it went back to the VPOC. And would I have been able to see this? Probably not. I'm just my mental state is off. I'm just so worn out and depressed with this, like not making any progress. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I can't figure out how to define a setup to where there's minimal variables to where I can trust that I'm gathering the data correctly. It's just I try to record stats and I'm like, well, I don't even know if I defined the criteria for whatever setup I'm doing in the first place, and then I just have health problems too, to where I've got severe depression, I've got anxiety problems. I'm going to see the doctor about that, and it's gotten to the point of I'm just really tired all the time, just tired and really depressed, and burned out from life and everything. And just I don't know. I might need antidepressants here. I'm just pretty miserable. So that's fine. You got to just compartmentalize stuff when you're working. Most people don't enjoy whatever work they're doing. That's rare. If anybody ever does, you just kind of compartmentalize your personal bullshit and push through whatever so you can make your money and pay your bills. You can try to deal with whatever psychological crap you have later. I mean, this is all just a bunch of random shit. I don't know how to. I'm just going to end this now. So I'm still keeping to trying to make a video. Just have crappy times where you're burned out with this kind of stuff, and I guess you have to just persevere through it and hope that something good happens out of it. Or this whole industry could just be one big scam. I don't even know anymore. So I'm just going to end the video there.